Hey friends, Sleepy here, and welcome to a new episode of my weekly gaming playlist series. We've made it to Friday, so it's time to talk about the games that I've been playing during the week. I'll let you guys know my thoughts on the games, whether I think you guys should check them out or not. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts as well. If you guys have played any of the games I shared with you today, let me know if there was something you liked about them. Maybe there was something you didn't enjoy about them. I'd like to hear about games you guys are playing, as that gives me ideas of new games to play, and I do appreciate everybody who has been sharing the games they're playing with me each week, as you guys give me ideas of new games to play. And if you guys have a recommendation on a game you think I might enjoy, please let me know. I'm always looking for new games to play and experience, and I play a variety of genres, and play on a wide variety of different consoles. So if you have a suggestion on a game you think I might enjoy, let me know. I've got two games to share with you guys this week, and both of them I've been playing on my Xbox Series X. One is an Xbox One title, and one is an Xbox 360 title, and that's one of the big things that I love about my Xbox Series X, is that it is backwards compatible with some older titles, so I can play my Xbox One games, I can play my Xbox 360, and original Xbox games. So it's amazing being able to play 4 generations of Xbox games on one console. So I absolutely love that, and it's so awesome to be able to play that stuff. And I do want to thank my brother for that amazing gift of the Xbox Series X console that he gave me back in March of this year. I've loved it, and I put a lot of hours, just logged in tons of hours. Also, letting everybody know that this is my 199th video in my series, and next week I'll reach my 200 video milestone for my weekly playlist series, which is awesome. My biggest goal was to play more games in my collection, and I have been doing a really good job with that goal, so it's been really awesome. I want to thank you guys so much for your support of this series as well. So we'll get started here. First one here is a game that I have beat in the past. This is a game that I bought on day one, and I absolutely loved it, and that was Terminator Resistance, and this is the Xbox One copy. A fantastic game. It is amazing. If you've never got a chance to experience it, I highly recommend, especially if you're a fan of the first 2 Terminator movies. They are tied in with this game, which is amazing. It deals with being in the future and fighting the Terminators and stuff, and the developers, Teon, they love Terminator franchise, and there's a lot of fan service in the game. It's just an amazing experience. Now, they just recently released on the 27th an Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, an exclusive Terminator Resistance Complete Edition that's only for the new 9th gen, and it is complete with all the DLC. There's 2 DLCs. There's the Annihilation DLC and the Infiltrator DLC, and that just got released on the 27th, and I ordered that. However, it's coming from Europe, so I'm going to have to wait for it to arrive. It may take a week or 2, 3 weeks, just depending on the shipping, because I just got the standard shipping. I didn't pay for any, express shipping or anything, the regular shipping's fine for me. So I'm going to be checking that game out once it comes in. But I found out that they actually did a free update for Xbox One owners who are playing it on the Series X. The old version here actually gets a free upgrade to the Series X version as far as the graphics go and everything, and it gives you the chance to check out the Infiltrator DLC, which used to be exclusive to only the PlayStation 5 and PC. And so I wanted to check out that Infiltrator mode. It was really cool because you get to play as an Infiltrator Terminator, and you get to fight the humans. So instead of playing the main story, you play as a human, you actually get to play as a Terminator, and I wanted to see how it would look. And it was really fun experience. So let's check out Terminator Resistance, the Infiltrator mode. Hey guys, today we're taking a look at Terminator Resistance. Now this is the enhanced version for Xbox Series X. Now I had originally bought this game for Xbox One because originally it was just released for the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC. They did later release a PlayStation 5 enhanced version, which had New DLC had a DLC mode called the Infiltrator, which you used to play as an Infiltrator Terminator, which is really cool. And it also had this Annihilation DLC, but they had no plans to ever release it for the Xbox One or PlayStation 4, so a lot of people were really bummed out about it. Well, this year, they surprised everybody by creating a complete edition that's exclusive to Xbox Series X, and it adds the Infiltrator DLC as well as Annihilation DLC, and that released on October 27th, which I pre-ordered it, and that's actually being shipped here. I'm getting it from Europe. Even the American versions, everything was made in Europe and is actually being shipped here with extremely low print run. So it's definitely one of those. If you want to get it, it's exclusive to Amazon. I would definitely go on there to get it. If you want to get the collector's edition, it's only released in Europe. So you would have to go on to like Amazon UK or whatever to get it. That's what I did, because I do have the collector's edition coming, as well as the regular American version as well. But what was really cool, though, is that on September 27th, so last month, they actually released a free upgrade for Xbox One owner copies for the Series X. If you have a Series X console or Series S and you have to own the physical or the digital one, you actually get a free upgrade to this enhanced version. So you get the better visuals and graphics and everything, as well as the Infiltrator DLC. Now, you don't get the Annihilation DLC. That's exclusive to the Complete Edition, which is coming out. All your achievements carry over in this version. Your save files will carry over as well. Now, when you do play the complete version, that's considered a separate game and has its own achievements and stuff. But it was cool to be able to finally play the Infiltrator mode, because I did beat the story. I absolutely love this. Got the different endings in it as well. But I wanted to show you guys the Infiltrator mode. So if you do have a Series X and you have the old Xbox One copy, you can get a free upgrade to this version and get the Infiltrator mode, which is cool. So it tells you thing. He says, in this DLC mission, you won't be able to save your game progress. So if you die, you're dead. You got to restart it. The mission takes around 45 minutes, and it can be completed has to be completed in one session. Once your Infiltrator is destroyed, it's game over. It's recommended to disable the immersion mode when playing Infiltrator mode for the first time, just so you can get a bit more into it. So let's check it out, guys. It's really awesome. And then it tells you how to play, because there's a map and you can go around and get the different collectibles, and you're looking for intel because you're going after your main target, which is a TechCom commander, Daniel Ramirez. And you'll be revealed, if you get enough of it, where he's at on the map for you to go infiltrate and kill him, which is cool. You can also play on easy, normal, hard, and extreme. I recommend just first time playing it on easy, because the enemies do a lot of damage to the Terminator, because they do have the futuristic weapons. So let's check it out. I love the ominous and eerie music too in this game. It's fantastic. And this is your Infiltrator unit to play as. You might notice something here, a little Easter egg for fans of the original Terminator 1. This is the same model as that Terminator Infiltrator unit that Kyle Reese fought in his flashback. And the actor was Franco Columbo, which was a friend of Arnold Schwarzenegger, and they had him play the very first Infiltrator Terminator that you see in the movie. So he's a different model than the one that Arnold played as, which is really cool. And so that's the one you're playing as. Now, I'm not sure if it's the same exact unit that Kyle Reese fought, but I would like to think that it probably is, which is cool. And so when you walk around, you do make a really loud noise. Now, for you guys with my camera, it makes it look kind of orange. Trust me, in person, it looks really actual red, but you can actually turn off the Terminator vision mode and look at just normal. But, you know, the Terminators do have that red vision mode they use because it highlights enemies for them. It gives them information and they're able to scan them. So when you walk, you do make a lot of noise, but you can also crouch to make less noise. And you have a detection meter just like you do in the regular version of this. And this little beginning here will teach you how to play. You know, your typical Terminators, you know how they just love to pick up enemies and throw them. You get to use that, but I only ever used it a couple times in this mode. So you can see, like, when he kills enemies, he scans their bodies and everything. Now I've got some weapons to use. There's a huge variety of weapons to find, and there's a lot of cool Easter eggs. So now you have on the map, and there's where my first target is. But as you find stuff, you will unlock other areas in the map. You also can run. But he will make a lot of noise since he's a machine, which is pretty cool. And then it just teaches you about, you can deactivate your one. You can see how cool it is. It's taking place here at in a night battle. But with the red vision mode on, you know, it makes it easier for you to see. And there's a variety of different humans here to fight. You'll also run into downed Terminators, so other Skynet units. And that's where you will find your repair kits, because your life bar does not regenerate at all. So when you take damage, you can take damage, and if the harder difficulty you play in it, you can die quickly, because, you know, they do have the plasma weapons the Terminators use, which do heavy damage to Terminators. So you can be taken down quickly. You know, you would think like, oh, you know, I'm playing the Terminator in this infiltrator mode, and I'm gonna just be an unstoppable force. That's not actually how it is. You actually have to be careful on the harder difficulties because they can do a lot of damage to you. There's some variety of shotguns, plasma weapons. You got sniper rifle in this that you can use, which is really cool. Miniguns. It's just really fun being able to play through this story mode. Also have to watch out for trip mines here, which you can see where they are. You can actually shoot them. Come on. There we go. Because if you hit those, do a lot of damn damage to you. If you're playing the harder difficulty setting, it can actually kill you in one hit, so you've got to be careful. Oop, there's a sniper up there, so you gotta watch. They can spot you and try to take you down. So he's got a plasma sniper rifle, so that sniper's now neutralized. So it keeps track of your progress too. You guys have a checklist of things to find, which I completely filled it up. Now there is a really sweet Easter egg at the very end of this infiltrator mode, which I don't want to ruin it. But trust me, make sure you explore in that area, because you'll be in for a really cool surprise from the first Terminator movie. It was just so cool finding that little Easter egg here. I do recommend going and getting all the enemies and searching their bodies, because you can actually get stuff for your inventory. But you can also, which is really cool, you can actually put upgrades into your weapons. Just like you did in the regular game, you can actually upgrade their damage and stuff. That's not really necessary, but on the hard difficulties it definitely is. You can find ammo and stuff as well. But you do have those options. And I beat this one, it was like an hour and 20 minutes just because I was exploring and did everything. If you do absolutely everything, get all the objectives and stuff, because before you do everything, you eventually will find out where the guy is, and you can just go straight to him, kill him. But I wanted to do actually absolutely everything in this game and just explore and stuff. Like you can find a shotgun here. which is cool. There's also some other weapons to find. There's another Easter egg from the first Terminator in this, which is really awesome how well that this infiltrator mode is connected to the original Terminator and Terminator 2. Fantastic. Highly recommend you guys check out this infiltrator mode if you get a chance to. If you have a PlayStation 5, you'll be able to play it on there. If you have the Xbox Series console and you already own the Xbox One, you can get the upgrade to this for free. And if you buy the Complete Edition, this will be in there, which actually will have achievements for it in the Complete Edition only. But definitely you guys should check out Terminator Resistance and the Infiltrator mode. Really cool. Alright, so that was a look at Terminator Resistance Infiltrator mode. I had a lot of fun. It took me about an hour and 20 minutes to beat it. And that was because I was really going through and exploring and just checking out the world, and I just really enjoyed that Infiltrator mode. It was really cool playing as a Terminator, and I definitely liked that being a Terminator, you're strong and resistant, but you're not like a super god or anything, especially on the harder difficulties, because the humans do have the plasma weapons and stuff that they stole from the Terminators, so they do use their own weapons against them, and so you can die pretty quickly on this, especially if you're playing it on the harder difficulty. So I would recommend the first time you play Infiltrator mode, play it on the easy setting. I tried it on like one of the harder settings, and I was dying like crazy, and you got to be careful. You do need to take cover and stuff. You can't be a bullet sponge because you will die. You can repair yourself, but you have to find repair kits from other down Terminators, and there's only so many of those around the map, so you can eventually run out of repair kits, and then once you're dead forever too, because there's no saving in the Infiltrator mode. Once you're dead, it's like game over and you have to start all over. But there was a lot of really cool Easter eggs in it, especially at the end. I definitely recommend exploring around. I don't want to ruin it, but it was just a really cool Easter egg to find, and there was other ones in there as well. Like I found the handgun from the first Terminator movie that the Terminator that Arnold used. It was really cool. So they have cool fan service stuff like that. It was just an amazing experience. If you've never got a chance to, I recommend it. You can play Terminator Resistance on Xbox One, PlayStation 4. The Series X is having a new Complete Edition coming out, but it's very limited, so just be aware of that. You can get it digitally easily, but if you want a physical copy, it's kind of limited. You can also play it on the PC, PlayStation 5. I highly recommend this. It's a really good game. If you love Terminators 1 and 2, you'll enjoy this one. Definitely check it out. And the other one is a classic here, a game that I really love, and this is the Silent Hill HD collection, but I was playing Silent Hill 2 because we just had Halloween on Tuesday, and I decided, it's Halloween, let's play a horror game. What's one that I haven't played that I love in a while? And like, Silent Hill 2, because I just got done playing Silent Hill 1 earlier in the month of October and beat it. And, I was checking my achievement list and I noticed, hey, I didn't get all the endings for Silent Hill 2 on the 360 version. So I decided I was going to go and play it to get another one of the endings, and I was working towards the Rebirth ending, and I absolutely love Silent Hill 2, one of my favorite games in the series, and it's definitely one that I think you guys should check out. So let's take a look at Silent Hill 2 on the Xbox 360. Alright, today we're taking a look at Silent Hill 2. This is one of my favorite games of all time. Absolutely love the Silent Hill series, and I've loved Silent Hill 2 ever since I got to first play it back on the PlayStation 2 when it launched. It was an amazing game then. I actually went through and beat it and got all the different endings and secrets on the PS2 version, and then I eventually did buy the original Xbox version when that got ported over, because it came with a new side story, Maria, a character in the story you get to play as a little prequel story before the main Silent Hill 2 game, and that was exclusive to the original Xbox for a while, but eventually they did release that content on the greatest hits version for the PS2 copy, and I beat that, got all the endings, and then eventually back in 2012 we got the Silent Hill HD collection that was released for PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and I bought it for the Xbox 360, and I beat it once on the 360, and then I did play it on my Xbox One because this game is backwards compatible for the Xbox One and Xbox Series consoles, and I definitely recommend playing them on the more modern consoles, as the power of the consoles on there will help with some of the game's shortcomings. And there is 5 endings for this, just like there is in the regular versions, and so I wanted to actually go back and complete the game and get an ending I did not get yet, because I've only got 2 endings of the 5, and so I'm working on getting my 3rd one, which is the Rebirth one right now, and getting the secrets and stuff for this game. And it's just been a blast from the past, going back and going through Silent Hill 2, because the last time I played this was last year, and so decided I want to go through it again. Yeah, original save there for 2012, I had one for 2017, and then 2022 last year, and then this year. So I just gotta find my most recent save. Ah, there we are. Now what's cool too in the options menu is this HD collection, you actually could turn off this noise filter, so if you guys see the screen can be kind of blurry at times. That is because of the noise filter that's on, which if you take it off, to me it looks a little too clean. I like having it a little staticky, but you can have the option to turn that off as well. Silent Hill 2 did have a great inventory system, just like the first game did. You know, keeps track of all your items, your health drinks and stuff, weapons, because there is a variety of weapons in these games too, which I love. You got your handgun, shotgun, there's a rifle you can eventually get, a secret weapon, a hyper spray, you have melee weapons, including this really awesome chainsaw weapon that's secret. You have your trusty flashlight, which you use, and then you also have your radio that you find, just like in the first game, which it will emit static when monsters are nearby. However, the creatures in the world cannot hear the sound, only you can, so you don't have to worry about that, because you can actually sneak by enemies if you turn off your flashlight. So there's a little tip there. And if you have trouble seeing, which the camera's making a little bit brighter than it is in person, but you can adjust the brightness on your TV and in the game to make it so you can actually see. Now, the old Silent Hill 2 on PlayStation 2 and stuff would be really dark at times, and so I actually had to adjust my TV's brightness in order to be able to play it in the dark without the flashlight. Also like too that the game has this great map system where James and any other characters in the other games will mark on the map of where they can go, where they can't go, and I like to be one that goes and tries to go to everywhere that I can, which is great. And there's a huge variety of weapons. The music in this game is just absolutely fantastic. It had great voice acting. Now with this HD collection, you can use the original voices or the new voices. I love the old voices, so that's what I stick to, but you can check out the new ones if you want to in this collection. So let's go outside and explore the town of Silent Hill here. I'm just after, I just beat the hospital now today, so that's where I'm at. Maria's dead. I couldn't protect her. Once again, I couldn't do anything to help. Laura has run off somewhere. Mary, what should I do? Are you really waiting for me somewhere for me? Or is this your way of taking... I'm gonna find Mary. It's the only thing I have left to hope for. So that's, whenever there's no voice acting, it's just him thinking, which is a pretty cool way of doing it. But there is voice stuff in the game as well. We're back outside now, and it's at nighttime, and so anytime you're out at night, it's the world of Silent Hill, you have got to be careful of what enemies are lurking about. There's a nurse enemy. Take that bastard down. A shotgun, but you guys may have noticed that for like just a second the game did lag a little bit, and that has to do with the shortcomings of the HD remastered version, because unfortunately they had lost the code to the original finished products of Silent Hill 2 and 3, and they had to use like the alpha versions or whatever and try to patch some of the stuff, but that's why there are some issues and stuff with this, which is really silly, but that's Konami for you. And you know, they don't always save their assets and stuff from projects. Once they complete it, they're kind of like they move on to it, so that's why there was some shortcomings with these. But I've had a lot of fun with it. I haven't encountered too many game-breaking bugs at all, not since they released patches for it. Oh, there's another one. Bastard. Come here, bitch. And another trick too, when you knock them down, you can actually stomp on them to take them out. Now, when you're outside, though, you know, you do not have to go through and kill every enemy. It's actually better to run from enemies when you're able to and conserve ammo and stuff. But I've got quite a bit of ammo built up, so I don't mind. And also what I like too is that throughout the world there are random items. Got another one down. There are items randomly scattered throughout the map where we're able to go, so it does pay to explore. Oop, gotta load. Nice. Ooh, got a critical on that. Sometimes you can get a critical shot, which will take him down in one hit, which is awesome. Got another little bastard here. Oh, yeah. Awesome. And I just love the puzzle aspect to this game, and just the really dark themes that were in Silent Hill 2. You know, it deals with, like, depression, and talks about suicide and murder and stuff, and just has a very fantastic story that you've got to experience if you've never experienced it. I highly recommend playing this game. It's just a fantastic story. Now, it is a standalone from the Silent Hill 1, as it's not connected to those. It does take place within Silent Hill, but it's in a different part of the town, and there's actually a master map you can actually download online to see how big the town of Silent Hill really is, which is really cool. Yeah, gotcha, bitch. Now, what I like to do sometimes in battles is reload here. So, like, see, I've got 186 shotgun rounds. I got 400 rounds for the handgun, so I got plenty of weapons to use and ammo. And I've got plenty of health drinks and stuff. And it also can depend on the difficulty level you're playing. I'm currently playing it on normal with a hard difficulty setting, but I am going to eventually play this on hard again. And the harder the difficulty, the more shots it takes to take enemies down, the more damage they do to you, the less items you will find, and more enemies will populate in areas. So like on easy, you know, there might be only like one nurse enemy, but if you play it on normal, it might be 2, and then get hard, there might be 3 or 4, so you really have to be careful. Ooh, rifle shells. There we go, and shotgun. Ooh, and another shotgun. So it does pay to explore in these games as well. A lot of great puzzles too, and there's a puzzle difficulty setting. You can have it really easy, you can have it normal, hard, or you can put it on even more extra hard. And I would recommend going through the game, at least for your first try or times. Don't use a strategy guide, a walkthrough, or anything. Try to figure it out yourself. You'll feel much more satisfied by being able to figure out the puzzles, because the game gives you all the clues you need in order to solve the puzzles. And some can be really clever too, and that's what adds to the magic and to the story, is being able to figure stuff out on your own. So I'm looking forward to beating Silent Hill 2 today here on Halloween, and getting that ending that I've been working for. Now, you can actually beat this game in under 3 hours if you know what you're doing. There is an achievement for it that I would like to eventually go through and just like burn through the game, but I've been taking my time here playing it again as I'm working towards getting the Rebirth ending. But definitely think you guys should check out Silent Hill 2 on the HD collection for Xbox 360. So that was a little look at Silent Hill 2. I did end up beating it this week. Had a lot of fun with it. It was really great going back to it. Now, I know this game gets a lot of hate, at least this HD collection version, but I think it looks pretty damn good, especially if you play it on Xbox One or Xbox Series consoles, because it is backwards compatible, so you do get a nice performance boost from the powerful consoles that you're playing it on. And I didn't experience any technical issues at all. I know these were plagued at the beginning with a lot of bugs, especially the PlayStation 3 version. But since then, they have patched it, and I just really enjoy it. It's a way cheaper option, too. Like, if you want to play Silent Hill 2 and 3, if you want to get them for PlayStation 2, they're expensive. They're like $100, $200, $150. It's ridiculous. I see my local game stores priced like that, and I would never pay for them. I love Silent Hill, but I wouldn't pay that. You can get these HD collections here locally for like $20, $25 versus having to pay the hundreds of dollars for the PS2 copies. So definitely is an option, especially if you have an Xbox One or a Series. You can play them with the updated graphics and visuals, and you can save a lot of money that way. So definitely give it a try. If you're a fan of Silent Hill, I do recommend the HD collection for that. Fantastic game, though. I'm going to eventually go through and play through the other 3 more endings I need to get, and then I do need to beat some more endings for Silent Hill 3. I just love this series, and I can always play these over and over. So it was a fun Halloween day playing through Silent Hill 2. We'll do our quick little recap. I talked about Terminator Resistance, a fantastic love letter to the Terminator franchise. If you've never played it, you've got to play it. It is amazing, especially with the Infiltrator mode. So if you do have this old Xbox One copy and you have a Series X, you'll get a free upgrade to the Series X version with updated visuals and graphics and the Infiltrator mode. Now, if you want to play the Annihilation DLC, you will have to buy either the physical or digital version of the Terminator Resistance Complete Edition that is exclusive to Series X, which I can't wait till that comes in. Then I'm going to go through and beat the story again. I love the game, and I can't wait to play it again. And then we talked about Silent Hill 2 from the Silent Hill HD collection. It's a fantastic game. Don't listen to all the hate that people had on it, because they have fixed and patched it, and it's a cheaper way to experience Silent Hills 2 and 3 without having to shell out a ton of money for a PS2 copy, because they are very expensive. But let me know your guys' thoughts. If you played Terminator Resistance, if you played Silent Hill 2, let me know your thoughts on them. Love to hear about the games you guys have currently been playing. And if you have a recommendation on a game you think I might enjoy, let me know. I'm always looking for new games to play and experience. I want to thank you guys for watching. Take care, have an amazing day, and Sleepy will see you next time.